What is up, guys? Johnny01 here with another FIFA 19 tutorial. Today we're going to do a very simple yet advanced tutorial on attacking. How to get the ball from the goalkeeper and your defenders up to that penalty area and to those goal scoring opportunities. It's going to be very, very simple, but it's going to get some advanced tactics that's going to make sure that you get it to the next level and improve your game. As always, guys, only going to be online examples, not from a demo or a previous build. And make sure to check out my previous tutorials and to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future ones. I always like to split up my attacking tutorial into two easy steps as depicted by this picture. The first step is getting to the penalty area, and the second step is once you're near that penalty area, when all those defenders, all those midfielders are clogged up in that area, to actually finish and score goals. So let's start off with step one. Get into the penalty area, guys. If you have not watched my FIFA 19 advanced passing tutorial, make sure to do so because it's going to be very helpful for step one to move the ball with effective passing. Effective passing, sometimes you pass it horizontally, sometimes you do pass it backwards, but you're always doing it for a purpose. You're always doing it to move those defenders out of position so you can exploit those open gaps that those defenders out of position leave. So your other players can make runs into those gaps and get into good scoring opportunities. You should constantly be looking at exactly who your opponent is controlling. Now that you can see that with that little gray arrow over their head, look who he's controlling, and that should dictate how you attack. You should constantly be seeing exactly what type of attacking style does he have. Does he try to pressure you, or does he stay back and try to get into those passing lanes? And don't be afraid to use skill moves. Simple skill moves like the fake shot, the ball roll, the roulette, which I will have tutorials on. All these moves are extremely effective because you're able to get by some of those defenders. And once you get past some of those midfielders and you get to that back line, even before getting near that penalty area, you're going to keep them off balance and you're going to see a whole bunch of space for you to work with and a whole bunch of gaps for you to exploit. Some of the biggest problems I see people doing when they're playing against me in online in step one is that they're over sprinting. You should really be sprinting less than 20% of the time in FIFA 19, guys. Don't just try to do quick attack, quick attack, quick attack. A lot of people try to get to step two as quickly as possible because that's where most of the goals are scored. And they just try to pass the ball up pitch, tell everyone to make runs, and that does not work, especially not in FIFA 19 when there's so many defenders that get into those passing lanes. You have to take your time, be effective with your passes, and don't need to sprint. Sprinting affects so many things like your skill moves, your passing. Don't need to sprint much of the time, only when there's a bunch of space open. So now we're going to talk about step two, which is actually finishing. You're already near the penalty area. What do you have to do to finish? The purpose of this is to move the center backs. That's what you have to do. You have to try to move those center backs out of position so you actually have a goal scoring opportunity. I found three main ways to do this. The first one is passing the ball. So you want to use passes to move those defenders out of position, especially that player controlled defender. You move him with the pass to the left side when he should be on the right side, leaving a huge gap on the right side for you to exploit, as you saw right there. It is extremely effective but extremely difficult. So be aware of that, especially in FIFA 19. There's so many defenders here. You see there's the midfield, there's the center backs, there's the left back, the right back. It's extremely difficult to be slow with your passes, and it's not necessarily the best option. You can do this from time to time, but don't count on it all the time. I find doing skill moves to be a far better option more often than not. So doing simple skill moves like the fake shot, the ball roll, the heel to heel flick, the roulette. Again, gonna be making tutorials on all of these to tell you exactly how to do them and when to do them. But these skill moves are extremely effective near the penalty area because if you're able to do them successfully, you're gonna be able to get past one of these defenders. And once you get past one of these defenders, that's gonna force other defenders to move into that gap where that defender got beat, and that's just going to leave a gap somewhere else, and you can exploit that gap. Or since you're so close to the goal, there's not going to be enough time for another defender to get into that gap, and because of that, you're going to have a goal scoring opportunity, and you're going to be one-on-one against the keeper and be able to score a ton of goals. Also, a great way to do this is doing first touches. So first touch fake shots is extremely useful. Again, since there's so many defenders in that small space, very unlikely that when you pass the ball to somebody, there's not going to be a defender already on his back. So a great way to get past that player really quickly is doing a first touch move, like the fake shot. Maybe even doing a shield or a dummy to get past him. And again, they're either going to have to rotate or you're going to be right there for a goal scoring opportunity. The third option is to just do a quick attack. So instead of slowing down once you get near the penalty area, you continue attacking quickly and keeping them off balance before their defense is able to set and get all their defenders, all their midfielders near the penalty area. Just do quick attacks, but be aware, like I said at the beginning of the video, don't force this all the time. Do this when the opportunity calls, when you see that they're off balance and when you see your players making good runs. If they're not making good runs, if you don't see that you can take advantage of this opportunity, slow it down and either do skill moves or do passes. But do this occasionally, especially if you start doing skill moves, if you start slowing it down with the other passes, this is going to open up later on in the game big time. But above all else, like I always say when talking about attacking in any FIFA, guys, you have to change it up. You have to be unpredictable. If you do the same attacking style, if you're always slow with your attack or you're always really quick with your attack, it's gonna be predictable. A good defender, a good opponent is gonna be able to stop you no matter how good you are at a certain attack. If you're always going to the wings and you're always crossing, it's very, very simple to be able to defend that. If you're always going to the wing and always trying to cut inside, again, it's going to be easy to do that. So be unpredictable. Sometimes do quick attacks. Sometimes slow it down. Sometimes do skill moves. Sometimes go to the wings and cross the ball. Other times go to the wings and try to cut inside with a skill move or another form of dribble. But don't be predictable. That is the key. You want to keep them off balance. That's how you're going to maintain some space in the game. If something's not working, try something else. But don't just stay doing the same type of attack. Try to master all different types. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, please like, comment, share with all your friends. Click on one of these boxes. Check out the rest of my tutorials, like my FIFA 19 defended tutorial and passing tutorial. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future ones. Thank you guys so much.